Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Gay Area, the Bay Area's first gay stoner sibling podcast. This is one of your hosts, Allison here.
And your other host, Daniel here. Hi, everyone. And today's podcast episode is for people who have seen Disney Pixar's brand newest film. It's breaking all the box office records right now, Inside Out 2.
Is it for real?
Well, it's the biggest opening weekend for any movie this year.
Oh, yeah, well, because this
globally.
year, Pootie, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, this year's kind of been major poots for movies. So this deserves.
Yeah.
And people are saying, oh, Pixar's going to get the wrong idea, and keep churning out sequels. I'm like,
And
babe,
I'm okay with it.
I'm like, babe, that's already happening. They already said they're doing sequels.
Like, bro,
And-
like, we're getting a new Moana 2 and a live action one in the same time. Like, can y'all just shut up and be happy about the good stuff?
Is that good stuff?
No. I'm talking about Inside Out. Like, I'm down
Oh.
for more Inside Out. I'm just saying, like, really, the fact that they're doing...
Yeah.
They had announced the live action and the Moana 2 at the same time. I'm like, why not years ago? Why not years ago? Like, Moana came out years ago. Like, I get it.
Maybe
like,
they were just waiting to find the right story.
it's like, I still like Moana, but like, I don't know.
You're not here for it?
I'm
Well,
like,
I'm definitely not here for the live action.
I'm definitely not here for that. But like, number 2, yes, but
I'm
also
absolutely
Lynn's
here.
hand isn't in number 2. So that's also scary.
Yeah, which is like the
Because
music,
the music was
is the soul of the
amazing.
movie.
Yeah, the music was like the best part of the movie. Absolutely.
And like
I mean, it's a
Moana.
good story too.
Yeah.
But like
Maui.
Inside Out 2,
Oh my God.
the fact that okay, like Inside Out 1, just banger after banger after banger, like every single emotion you fuck with. Like every single one, the voice is everything. Like you're like, oh, they got all these huge stars. Mindy Kaling, Bill Hader, Amy Poehler, Phyllis, whatever her last name is. And then
Smith.
angry guy, I don't know his name.
Louis Black.
Like, and then for them to seriously not be able to churn out enough money, they like to get them for the second one. Like, how rude! Like, I'm fucking pissed about that. Like, you got us hooked with these people, and then you're
Yeah.
over here fucking switching it up. Like, I'm sorry, you can't tell me that the fucking emotions went through a change, bitch. No. Like, I'm sorry. What the fuck? Like,
I don't think they tried to explain it at all.
I heard reports. I know they didn't. I'm playing. I heard reports saying that it was like a laughable amount. Like they were a little bit hurt by how low Mindy Kaling and Bill Hader were. Her like
I think
shocked.
what I saw was like 100,000, and then they declined it, and then they countered, and it was like still too low because, well, this is all from a TikTok I seen, so who knows if this is even true. But it said
Real.
that Amy Poehler was getting 5 million. I'm like, and apparently they only cared about really getting her back.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. Even
Spent
if
a lot
it's
of
like
money on her.
1 million, I'm sorry. Even if it's 1 million, and you're only gonna give these 2 other very talented actors playing a very important role in this movie only 100,000. What? Don't play. Don't play. Like, what the fuck?
I know. I mean, like, Tony Hale is amazing, and he's doing amazing as Forky. And you're just gonna put him in another role like this and expect us not to be like, wait a minute,
Not hear
they
it.
sound a little similar.
Yes.
And this other girl, I
I
actually
think she
think
did.
she's slaying.
I actually do think Discuss kind of did good at hiding the fact that it's a different person.
Yeah. Also,
Just
like,
the
who
fact
cares about
that
Mindy Kaling?
I love Mindy Kaling. I think her voice acting was
Oh.
really good.
I think she's problematic for some reason. But
Well,
it just
probably
doesn't matter.
I just
Everyone's problematic these days, you guys.
I think
so.
it's about like production, probably on the Mindy Project, huh, or something. What was it?
I don't know. Maybe Zionism. I can't remember.
God, my God,
Definitely
I hope it's not
Ozempic.
that. Okay, listen.
Which I don't dislike her for that. But
Listen.
Listen.
I do think that the girl for
You
Discuss
think?
did good because, like I said, it wasn't as jarring. Danny said, like you instantly are like, whoa, that is not fear. It sounds much different.
Yeah.
And if you are a Pixar fan, you will recognize, which I
Yeah.
totally is.
But regardless of the Forky thing, Tony Hale is just amazing. So he did do really well, I thought. Just took me out a few times when he was speaking. I'm like,
Oh, it took
ugh.
me out fiercely.
Ooh, I'm like, where's Forky?
I'm like, where's fear, bitch? I'm like,
Literally.
where the fuck is fear?
Yeah. His voice he makes it like a little like too high, I think, in his
Yes,
voice.
or like
Bill
it's
Hader's is,
it's
like, a
soft.
lot lower.
It's kind of softer too. Bill Hader kind of did a lot of, nah. Like, I don't know. I feel like he kind of had, like, an angst to it. Like, always very scared. I don't know. He gave kind of, like, curious. Or, like, cautious.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, Disney's just stupid for not being able to pay their actors.
I don't understand. Like, that's so fucking stupid. Like, how big are they? Like, to where they cannot pay their actors properly to get the movie out correctly, please.
They're the biggest. They're the biggest. They can do whatever they want.
They can do whatever. Like, can you not give everyone who's working at a motion at least $1 million? Like, I don't fucking understand.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of work, voice acting. Hello?
I know.
Like, come on. And
yeah, they need to fight for this a little harder because, like, it seems like they don't care. They're just like, oh, the second they're not,
I know. Like,
they are not getting enough. Like, they're like, oh, well, we can get other people.
I'm
for
like,
cheaper.
hey, girl, like, what the fuck? But also, when they counter offered, they didn't do it high enough. But they didn't say, like, Mindy and Bill could have countered again, but they were already so disrespected. I'm like, guys, can't you do it for the fans? Come on, just fight a little harder both
especially
ways.
because their roles were so much
important.
bigger.
They were very
than the
big.
first one.
Yeah.
Like, they're in it a lot more.
I mean, Fear and Disgust were in quite a bit of the first one too.
No, not
as
for
much.
me. It's the Sadness and Joy show in the first one.
I mean, it is a Sadness and Joy show, but they are still at command base, and whenever they shoot back to that, they're.
But I felt like they spoke a lot more in this one. Like
Yeah.
I mean, they were just like more important. I felt like. Okay, so spoilers for Inside Out 2. From here on out, you guys, we're gonna get into it.
Until you slide until it says something different. If you're on Spotify, you can just buffer through it and see when we stop talking about it.
Yeah, you can look through the little chapters.
Yep.
But we need to get into it. Allison, what are your overall thoughts on the movie?
I mean, I was sitting there enjoying every second, and I didn't even take edibles.
I definitely took edibles, so it
I
enhanced
will
my
be taking
experience.
edibles tonight.
Oh, yeah. You know we have to get back to the AMC tonight at the Dolby to experience this all again because...
Who cares if he has a flight at 5 a.m.?
Yes, who cares? I'm going to make time to see Inside Out 2 again. And I think it was definitely probably the best sequel since any of the Toy Story ones. Like, it's better than Monsters, Inc. sequel, Finding Dory, Incredibles 2. Like, all of those were low-key, like, kind of disappointing in some ways or another.
I
This
mean, I
one,
agree,
I thought
kind of.
delivered. You know, it
Delivered.
it delivered on everything, and
yeah.
it expounded on the world of Riley's brain in some really interesting ways. And
Fun, exciting, like, oh my God. And it makes so much sense.
yeah.
I feel like it's just like,
It was just a very natural progression. It really feels like they just picked up from where the first one left off. And
yeah, just like a year,
because sometimes,
like a little bit later.
with Incredibles 2 and Finding Dory, it's like, oh my God, it's so much later, and the art style like looks kind of different too, just because, you know, it's been like double-digit years from the first one. But this one, it just flowed really well. I thought, like, it didn't even feel like 9 years had went by. Boom.
And I feel like due to the subject matter, like, being so good, like, I don't know, it just felt so real and so relatable and so, like, I don't know, it was such a fun look at what is going on in your head as a kid, and you're not even aware of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just a lot of stuff, and it's fierce. Maya Hawke, I think she was really good. I really liked her art style. It was very fun. What was that? Oh my God. Ennui? Icon.
Oh, really?
I like Ennui. Have you seen the actress? She's cute.
Yeah.
She hot. She a baddie.
Blue is the warmest, deepest color of them
She's
all.
in that. I've never seen that movie. I've always steered clear. I'm sorry.
Blue is the warmest, deepest color of them all, but it's on my list, especially for this Pride Month. But I was bored of Ennui, which, hey, maybe that's
Ennui is supposed to be
they're giving.
unimpressed. Yes, you're not supposed to be impressed.
Like, thinking back on it, like, literally, what did they do?
They sat on the couch the whole time, controlling the board with their fucking phone.
No, they kind of pissed me off, low key. I was not a fan. I was just like, when did they even come into play? Like, when did they do anything for the movie to, like, move forward at all? And I also kind of felt that way for Envy. Like Envy kind of low key didn't do anything. But I mean, I love
I
Io.
love Io.
So, and I think
No, Envy helped with a few situations when she was getting
yeah, a few. I mean, yes, there's definitely,
a
but
few in the school.
I just thought there could have been more.
Yeah.
More from Ennui, more from Envy.
I loved Embarrassment. Embarrassment 8.
Yes, I liked Embarrassment. Of course, they had to make
Oh
the
my
big
God.
fatty Embarrassment. Oh, it only makes sense.
I know, it's actually kind of sucks though. Because, girl, I actually seen a TikTok and it made me so sad. It was of this girl, these two little girls. It was like the side by side of them 9 years ago and then them now.
Uh-huh.
They were like younger or whatever. They might have been like 8 or 9 or whatever. They were photos of them too. And then it jumped to them now. And one of them was plus size now in like a little butch. But she had like, I don't know, she had short
You.
hair or whatever. She was wearing
You.
leggings.
So there we go.
They were basically me. And everyone was like, oh, Embarrassment and Joy. Oh my God, that was a big change. Oh my God, just ripping them apart in the comments. And it was just so, I was so sad. And I was going dislike to all the mean ones and then all the ones.
What do the dislikes even do?
I don't know, but I do them when I really hate them.
Really? I've
Yes,
never used the dislike button.
I did it because it was really fucking upsetting me. All of them were just like, oh, Embarrassment. They were like, that was a huge change. Everyone just coming up with different variations of that. And it was just like.
But like people were calling her Embarrassment?
Yes. They were saying Embarrassment and Joy because them side by side. One of them was still thin and one of them was bigger.
I'm dead.
It was so.
I love that he was pink. Oh, so
I mean, I
cute.
like that too.
But let's really get into it. Let's kind of start from the beginning. So let's talk about the story a little bit and kind of where it goes. Did you know anything about like this soccer camp? Or
I
hockey,
knew it was going to take
hockey
place
camp?
over only 3 days summer camp.
Oh, you did?
I did. I seen a
Oh, I
TikTok
didn't
on
know
accident.
anything.
And it spoiled it a little bit for me, but I was like, girl, it's okay. Don't matter. I
I-
mean, soon into the movie, you knew that was going to be it.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like
Yeah.
you're like, oh, this is the whole movie. But I low-key kind of wish like, I don't know. I wish there were more like social dynamics, more of like Riley, like, I don't know, interacting with her peers more. Like there was a lot of it in her head, you know. And like I'm there for the emotions, yes, but I really think what makes this movie good is how much you're rooting for Riley, I think.
Yeah.
You know? And in the first one, he's just kind of a kid. She's kind of annoying. It's like, girl, why are you getting on this bus?
Oh, yeah. It's kind of Delulu.
It's
You're like, girl, what the fuck?
What is going on? But in this one, like, I'm with her. Especially with the introduction of anxiety. Like, it gets so much more real in Riley's head. And
Oh, everything starts being
kinda
way more
wish-
chaotic.
yeah,
And no one knows what to do.
I just kind of wish they kind of showed a little bit more of like her and her friends. But,
Oh, like her 2 hometown friends. Like the dynamic on that.
yeah,
Because
kind
they
of.
did show a good bit of like some social dynamics with the new hockey girls.
Yeah.
But they never ever really talked about like they should have showed more of maybe her friends getting upset because basically Riley goes to the summer camp and on the way to the summer camp she finds out that her two best friends aren't going to be going to the same school as her,
Which
and
is just shocking.
and instantly in her head, everyone's freaking out, and she would like someone says, "I'm about to cry," and then Disgust goes, "Not now. Wait till we get to the car."
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah, that
you
was
know?
really good.
And so instantly on the very start of the summer camp, they're saying, "Okay, this is our only chance to play together. This is our last chance to play on a team together." And so she goes to the summer camp, and then overnight, puberty hits. Boom! It's right before she goes to summer camp. Actually,
Oh,
sorry
yeah.
about
It's like,
that.
it's like the day she
It's
wakes
the
up.
day she wakes up for summer camp. She gets puberty, and then is that the same day anxiety shows up?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Y'all need to go see it.
I thought we were talking about it.
Well, I think we're just going to like hit like story points and like what we liked about the
Yeah.
story and stuff, but not like
But
explain the whole
basically,
story.
but basically, she and her friend, Riley and her friends, are supposed to be having this good trip together. But basically,
It just all goes
it
south.
all goes to shit. And Danny wished maybe we saw more.
I don't
like,
know.
of their
Or
side on that.
I wish like it was more of it like not at the hockey camp. Like I wish it could have like kept going.
Oh yeah,
You
like
know,
the hockey camp was
seeing-
excelled a little bit,
Yeah.
and then we had a little bit of seeing what her life
And
is
then
at
her
her
in
new
high school.
Yeah,
But I feel like they're definitely leaving more.
room for a third.
They're leaving room for more for her to get older, you know.
Yeah, that's why they're starting literally at freshman.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense to show that like from 8th grade
Yeah.
to 9th grade. Like that's a really
It's a big leap.
That's a big year, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, was not really expecting that, but I was a fan. You know, it makes for a really great story, I thought, and just that whole thing of like when you're mad at your friends and you're like, well, here's my chance to make new friends. Why don't I just do that?
That is the most realist fucking feeling ever been.
Yeah, I was like, okay, like as soon as the movie was like setting up like themes like for the rest of the thing, I was like, okay. This is gonna be good.
This is gonna be good. And this makes so much sense.
This makes sense. Like
I was like literally
like fighting with your friends and trying to make new ones.
Realizing that it's not like going anywhere. You think like, oh, like fuck them, like bitch, I'm gonna find some new friends and that are gonna be there for me. Yeah. This literally something that this said, and I was like, I was like, how are they clocking me? How are they clocking me right now?
They're clocking everyone. It's amazing.
And it is amazing.
Yeah, and so else about the story did we kind of enjoy? I need to see it again.
I really enjoyed the new, whatever it's called, the cornucopia, the fuck, whatever.
The cornucopia?
The strings.
Oh, the like belief system.
The beliefs, yes.
Yeah, the belief strings.
The belief strings. That whole thing I really thought was cool.
I liked the part when they showed them in their little rooms, in their beds.
Oh, in the beginning, I love that inside look
that
too. I really liked
cute.
that. I really think that was good.
And then they showed Bing Bong for a second. Yes.
As a little figurine.
Yeah, he was like a little... Yeah, like a little figurine on Joy's like side table. And that was the only little nod to Bing Bong.
Dead ass.
Which was a little upsetting, but I mean, makes sense. Like, what else was there to say or do there? But I liked that. And the new emotions. Yeah, Anxiety absolutely stole the show. Yeah. And she made for such an amazing antagonist, I thought. Because you're rooting for her, kind of. You don't want her.
Because you're like, okay, well, no, this kind of makes sense.
Oh yeah, especially in the beginning, it's like, okay, wait, no, she's slaying with this whole predicting out all these different scenarios and doing all these things. It's kind of like, yes, well, yes.
And you're kind of thinking to yourself, oh my god, is this going to be another situation where like Joy is going to try to contain her? Like, is this going to be another sadness, Joy kind of situation and everything? But like, it's a lot. It's very up and down mix, like thinking like, okay, is this good? Is it not?
But it makes sense that Anxiety would do this, that she would take over and think that, what she thinks is right and best for Riley. Mm-hmm. And, I was worried. I was like, oh, it's going to be another Joy trying to make it back to headquarters situation. But I think, they included enough, differences to make it not feel like the same movie again. Yeah. Which was a big concern for me.
Yes, it was similar, but it was very much still new and different and exciting. And also, what was I going to say? Fuck.
There's just a lot in the movie.
There was a lot. And obviously everyone knows that that the new emotions take the old ones and they bottle them up or whatever.
That's in the trailer.
That's in the trailer, so that's been known. So
we're suppressed emotions.
And so Anxiety says at one point, Riley needs more mature emotions at this point.
Boom.
And I'm thinking to myself, well, before this happened, they had realized how many of the emotions, the new ones, have in common with some of the old ones. Like, Fear said he was going to be a huge fan of Anxiety or whatever.
Literally. You could kind of see how they were kind of mirrored.
Embarrassment was going to be fans with sadness or whatever, and disgust and envy. And so for her to say, like, okay, you need more mature emotions, I'm like, well, no, but also, like, she probably could survive almost with those emotions because of how similar and, like, she could almost be covered. But, like, she still needs anger, sadness, joy. Like, those are still very important ones. Yeah. But, like, it's kind of interesting to see that. Like, she'll still, like, be able to survive, not in the way that when joy and sadness left, everything went to shit.
Right.
But, like, she doesn't have joy yet. She still had a good time.
I'm dead. But, yeah, the whole thing about them, like, being, like, more complex emotions.
And yes.
I'm like, that's so real for like a teenager to like, not feel joy, or trying to like bottle them up. like joy and even like anger
not
and
showing
sadness.
fear, not showing sadness in front of your friends, not showing anger. Like,
it's like instead you're showing
ennui,
or
yes,
you're showing
envy, yes, and you know,
I mean,
embarrassment.
It makes sense. It
yes.
all makes sense story wise.
Exactly.
And I'm a fan. Also, the plot hole with the whole, you know, when you see the emotions in other people's brains.
I was wondering if we were going to talk about that.
And they have the hairstyle and the like.
Everyone wondering
they're
why
all the same
Riley's
gender.
genders are different.
Yeah, and like they look different, and they don't look like Riley either.
Mm-hmm. Even though in everyone else's brain they look like them.
And it really takes me out, like especially because it happens in the first one too.
Yeah, it happens in the first one a lot,
and it happens in this one too. And literally, I turned to Allison and I was like, "Why do they look different?" And then I'm sure everyone's
TikTok.
asking this. Yeah, and sure enough, I seen a TikTok where the director was talking about how like basically they just wanted to be able to convey easily to the audience like where we are in whose head at a time, you know, and like because like the scenes, especially in the first one, with like that dinner table scene where they're like splitting back and forth from the mom to the dad to Riley. It would get like confusing for the audience, which like I get, but it also makes like a huge plot hole, and it just makes me confused.
It does. It makes it a giant plot hole.
I digress. Or I don't even know what that means.
I'm like, couldn't they have had some hair at puberty? I don't know. Like, couldn't they have fixed it? I'm like, just give them Riley hair.
They already decided
honestly,
that's the world we live in.
I like Riley's emotions the best because they're so defined. Because they're unique. They're not just all looking like the same bitch.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, that's part of it. You're supposed to only really care about her emotions, and the other ones are kind of background.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to me now. Just confusing.
Would some think that she would be maybe non-binary, gender fluid, transgender, queer, any of the sorts of the LGBTQIA?
Yeah, that's what's racing through our queer heads during the movie.
Obviously.
It's like, okay, well, makes sense. I know.
Spoiler alert. Mount Crushmore? What the fuck?
What a Mount disappointment for us.
They showed Mount Crushmore in Imagination Island.
And not one woman.
Not one woman. Unless it was very masculine, very, very.
But we're holding out hope because, you know, lesbians or bisexual women.
They still have crushes on men as young teenagers.
That does not mean that they're not
gay.
Queer.
Yes.
Because this we know about Riley.
Oh my
God. It's been clear since the first one.
It's been very, very clear.
And we were hoping they were going to touch on it in this one. But spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert hasn't been touched on.
I mean, granted, she doesn't have any like real crushes on boys yet.
No, none like in the plot really, besides like at the very end of the first movie in that little short.
Oh yeah, that
Riley's crush.
During the credits or whatever. Yeah, I remember that part. But she's also really young. She's time to be gay.
She's also very young.
She has time.
I had crushes on boys until I was like 15 and a half, 16.
So. We're begging. Pixar, if you can hear us, make Riley gay in the next one.
If you're hearing us, Donald Trump.
Pixar, if you can hear us, let Riley be gay.
Let it be gay. I mean, look at all the people on the hockey team. You can't tell me you weren't trying to make the whole hockey team look gay.
The Pixar team put their whole, wait, what is the expression? They put their whole...
Babussy.
Yeah, they put their whole babussy into creating these gay-ass lesbian hockey team members.
Every single one of them damn near look fucking gay as fuck.
Yeah, no, like...
And the red color in all of their hair.
That's not where it's going. You can't tell me.
You can't tell me that's not the big secret.
Oh.
And don't tell me. I don't want to hear anything about the credits.
Okay,
because I haven't seen the credit scene yet.
There is a post-credit scene, you guys. So,
we'll
if
talk
you
about
haven't seen it, you're going to want to stay for that. But I saw it on TikTok because me and Allison didn't stay for it when we saw it. The other day.
No spoilers, please.
You don't want to know? Why don't I just tell you?
No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
It's a literal post-credit scene.
I don't care. We're going to be staying for it tonight. I'll be.
I don't want to stay for it.
Well, Caitlin definitely going to be staying for it.
I guess we won't talk about the big secret. There's a big secret to be revealed.
There's a big secret to be revealed, and I know it's going to be a big gay secret.
I'm not going to say anything there. Okay, what else about the story? I I like the part when she got locked up and you saw that her old thoughts that are like locked up or whatever.
Oh yeah, like all the repressed memories.
That's where we saw the big secret
Yeah.
that we were talking about. And they had like that video game character that she was like
in love with. The one who does like an armadillo thing.
Yes, and then the introduction of Pouchy. I'm a fan.
I like Pouchy.
I'm a big fan of Pouchy. I thought he was really fun.
Pouchy.
Also, at our screening, all the kids were like replying to like the call and response.
Oh yeah, it was hilarious.
Like there's like a whole like Dora.
It was definitely Backpack Dora.
There's like a Dora thing like where they're like, "Can you tell me where the thing is?"
Yeah, they're like, "Which one do I pick?"
And all the kids were like screaming. I was like, "Oh, I kind of forgot here for a second."
I was like, "This actually works on these little motherfucking kids."
This is a kids movie. No,
I was like, "This
that too.
actually working on these kids? Like they dumb as fuck."
I know because I remember whenever I watched, I never was responding to that hoe. Can you tell me where Boots is on the screen?
No.
I'm maybe eating a little of my snack, perhaps. Okay, I have no time,
Girl, I don't
no
even
business.
You haven't watched Dora? You obviously watch it with me, huh?
I don't know. No, I think I watched Dora.
I totally watched Dora.
Dora was like around my age group, I think. Low key.
Dora.
But I mean, a lot of like children's shows have like a call and response. So.
I guess, yeah.
Don't they? They do. That's a thing. That's like a thing.
Yeah, but it was definitely a Dora reference. Because it's the backpack. Backpack, they do the same thing.
No, but that's a Mystery Mouse Catool. The same thing.
No, but the Mystery Mouse Catool always has a mystery.
That's this. Okay, well, he couldn't completely rip it off.
No.
Okay, what else? Should we just get to the end, I think, of the movie?
Major spoiler alerts.
Major spoiler alerts. This movie wrecked me. Be careful, okay? Because I had to I was like, let me just not start bawling at this movie right now.
I feel this 7:00 Dolby showing will be better place for that.
For letting the tears flow.
Yeah, I hope there'll be less kids.
The very climax of the movie is absolutely fabulous, and I don't want to spoil it too much or really get into it because y'all just need to see it. But the way they depict the anxiety attack, and she's like telling herself, "Oh, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough." It's just like so real. And to the people that are saying, "Oh, there is no like take her to the moon for me. There's no gut punch in this movie."
Oh, I know. The ending
I'll
is
give
it.
you this scene, mama, because this got to me. Like clearly, like maybe the people who are saying that there is no gut punch, they don't
never experience anxiety.
Deal with anxiety. Because it hit everything for me.
Or they don't even know what the fuck anxiety is. They're so fucking like they don't have they probably obviously experienced anxiety before, but they never like a lot of
to that extent
to where they even would even
No, like it felt so real, and I'm sure it is for a lot of people. I mean, I'm sure everyone.
I couldn't believe it when it started.
This way, but
when she just started festering
when
around,
she starts spinning around the control
I was like,
room,
oh my god, is this about to happen? Is this happening?
I was getting like chills, and I was like, oh my god, and like the music too.
I never thought that was gonna happen. I'm so dumb. I wasn't even.
Oh, you didn't see an anxiety attack happening?
I did not see an anxiety attack happening. No.
Oh, well, that's okay. I mean, it was even bigger.
It was bigger of a gag. It was. I was like.
You're like, it's an anxiety
I was like, this is so good. I was like, this is so good.
And then the part when they show Riley like and how she's experiencing it, it's just like, oh my god, the direction and just the way it's like shot and everything is so beautiful.
Her friends #stepped up.
Her friends like looking at her and she's just like freaking out. It's just oh my god. It just worked. It clicked and I get it. And it was literally like a little too much for me a little bit. I was like,
I mean, Bing Bong definitely had me balling though. That was a lot.
I'm not saying it's more impactful, but I
know, but it was.
It very well could be for some people.
For some people, yes.
I saw this TikTok of this woman, and she was talking about it.
She was like, trigger warning.
Yeah, did you see that?
I didn't watch all of it. I liked it, so I could watch it later, maybe.
Oh, should we watch it right now?
No, don't insert clip.
It had so many likes.
No inserting clip today, unfortunately.
Well, I don't have to insert it. There's nothing to.
I gotta tell you guys a movie with a trigger warning. If you guys ever see.
Let me play it in 2x speed.
Connect it though. It'll sound better.
Inside Out 2. 1 second, you guys. 1 second. Connected. Here we go.
And you have anxiety, be careful. So the whole movie is about Riley, who is the main character, and her emotions, and she's going into puberty, and anxiety takes over. So I was like, I'll probably fall asleep this movie, it'll be okay. So I start watching, and anxiety took over. So anxiety is one of the characters.
We do 1.5.
Anxiety comes over and goes, I can do everything by myself. I'll take over joy.
I
who's a
love
character.
to.
I'll take over anger, who's a character. And you know, this is like kind of like your emotions. I'll take over sadness. I can do everything on my own. So that's what anxiety was doing. Anxiety came in and was like, I can do everything, it is fine. But because she was doing so much, the character Riley, who's like the little girl, started saying to herself, I'm not good enough, because anxiety was trying to do everything. She was in a new school, her friends were changing, all that stuff. So she instead of letting joy come in and nervousness and sadness, she was just like, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough. And it's funny, throughout like the last part of the movie, she kept saying it over and over again, and it started making me really, really sad, because I say that to myself a lot. I don't purposely say that to myself, but that's why I try to do everything.
It's
Because
made me
I'm
so
like,
sad.
It'll be better if I do everything, because I'll be good enough if I do everything. And then once she started saying that to herself, I just started crying. And then what really hit me is when Joy, the little character Joy, who was in this little girl's head, she goes, I guess she doesn't need me anymore. When anxiety takes over, joy just leaves. And then it really hit me that, I've let that happen. I've let anxiety take over and let joy leave. So I came home and I'm telling my husband, and I was crying to him about it. And I said, what's funny is, I don't think I felt joy in years, because I haven't let myself, because I've let anxiety steer the wheel of my life. And that's kind of what was happening. So anxiety, the little character anxiety, was like, I can do everything. I can do all the jobs that all the other emotions can do. I can do it. I'm good. And then what happened was the little girl started having a panic attack because anxiety had taken over. And I know I'm all over the place with this, but I'm just letting you guys know, if you're somebody that struggles with anxiety or something like that, this movie made me like, how eye-opening. And as I'm crying to my husband, I was like, I don't think I felt real joy since my father died. And it just kind of came to me. So be careful when you watch that movie, because it's for kids, but adults can really get something from it.
No,
well, absolutely. It's not a fucking kids movie. Neither was the first one.
When she said that I haven't felt joy since my dad died, like that, like actually, like made me so upset.
Girl, that's gonna be us.
Like, are you fucking for real? Like, it's so real. It's so real. Oh my God.
Lennon John, I love you.
I need this woman to feel joy again. Maybe this TikTok fame will help her.
I think realizing that too.
Miss Barb Baker, excuse me.
God damn
Shout out
it,
to
bitch.
her.
Get it right.
She's at Siren of Stout.
Wait, y'all need to
On
get
TikTok.
excited. Y'all need to get excited.
What for?
Me and Danny are going to be doing a collab soon. Yeah! Yes,
Wait,
a legit
are you for real?
collab. What?
Have you responded to their messages? And
I believe
are our
they asked-
agents in work to
well,
set something up?
They asked when
We
we'll
need
be
to
av-
make okay.
They asked when we'll be available.
We need to sign contracts, you guys. So we really can't reveal who and when.
Exactly.
But I will say this person is a fabulous podcaster, and we need their voice on this podcast. And that's all I'll say. You're looking at their messages.
I was going to. Yeah, but last thing we saw, they said,
It's happening.
let me know when you're available.
Okay, so anything else about Inside Out 2? I love the part when Embarrassment finally spoke. Good for him. Because I was like, why are they have this, the voice actor, like, why is he
He's so
in this?
famous,
Yeah, he's so
too.
famous to literally just grunt the whole movie, to literally just go, oh, the whole movie.
I know, right?
But yeah, he finally spoke at the end. I kind of forgot what he said. He got excited or something. He was like, I think he got excited over something.
I can't, but he said something.
And the little chair they put anxiety in to soothe her and to calm her down. Yes, I need that. And I think I do have one of those in my head, but I need her to use it a little more often, babe. I need you to relax, okay? The recliner.
Yes. The recliner's everything. The recliner's
Nostalgia.
super cute.
Oh,
I
I
need
need
to see
more of her.
Nostalgia. In like 2 more movies, I need her out because Nostalgia's about to be out in my head soon, honestly. Like, I already, it's damn near close. Give me another few years.
I'm dead. I seen someone was like, I need a new Inside Out movie like every year for Riley.
Yeah, I would like an every year update. I really wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely where it leaves you, or at least for me. Like, I was like, oh, there's absolutely there's something there for a third one.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, it's a
Absolutely.
no-brainer, especially for, how much they knocked out of the park and the numbers and just how
Yeah.
well it's been selling or not selling.
I mean, think about think about the last Pixar movie you actually enjoyed, like
No.
thoroughly.
It-
Like Onward,
like Turning Red or
Turning Red was good.
Turning Red and Soul were like the last ones, like Elemental and Lightyear.
Mm-mm-mm.
Those were actually. I mean, Elemental had its moments, but it was not a Pixar film. It was
And
not up to the
I
standards of Pixar. I'm
like
sorry.
Turning Red, but
I
like
like Turning
wouldn't really. I don't need a second one.
Yeah, that
Like
too.
I'm sitting here watching Inside Out 2, and I'm saying, give me a third.
Yeah.
Like I really love
But I mean,
Inside Out.
I would like a Turning Red too.
What about?
She gets older. Same thing.
She gets older, but it's not. There is no like real reason. Like
I mean, yeah, I guess it did end pretty perfect. So,
Yeah,
I mean, there
like-
is no reason to touch it, but I'm just saying I would like to see more of May.
I mean, okay, sure.
May
Or
Lin
maybe
Lee.
like a TV show spinoff, like a Disney original.
Panda time.
Should we talk about The Acolyte?
What is there to talk about?
The Acolyte, the first spin-off series, like first Star Wars series I've watched ever. Watching it right now.
and
And it's fire. I love Amandla. It's really cunty. There's a coven in it. Amandla is from a coven of witches, and they're actually just force users, but like illegal force users. It's very cunty, very good.
it's been like review bombed really bad. Everyone's saying it's horrible. Doesn't mean it is.
Does not mean it is. People people love to hate women.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of women in the show, and the lead person is a woman.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the production value is very, very good. I think it's really good. I don't understand. Like, I haven't watched any of the other Star Wars shit. I'm gonna tell you right now, probably Pootie. I hate. I'm sorry. I'll say it right. I hate men. Oh, I hate straight white men. I hate them.
Expound.
They ruin everything. The world would be safer without them. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't care. Like, oh, they won't go to war. If there was no straight white men out there, I don't think war would happen. And I just think they ruin everything. And obviously, Madam Web was pooters, but couldn't you have let me decide? Like, I didn't even see it in theaters because of these bitches. I think the Acolyte
You need to not give them that
I
much
think
power.
the
Al. You should've went
Acolyte
and
is
seen
really
it.
good. I think
What I think is really good?
Star Wars fans love to hate on women.
Frickin' the Lords of the Rings.
Is that what that's from?
I'm sporting. If you're not watching visually, I'm sporting a cute little Aragorn shirt. Okay, and I'm excited because I've never seen the third one, and I'm about to go see it right now. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna return and be the king. That's what they're saying, and I'm excited. I don't know. Don't spoil it for me, you guys, please. But I don't know if Frodo's gonna be able to get that ring into Mordor. Because I think Gollum or Smeagol, I should say, is going to fuck it up. Also, I love Smeagol. He's so cute. And Frodo's so right to try to help him. And there's lots to be said about the last 5 years, The Lord of the Rings. But I'm going to save it. And I will see you guys next week.
Wait,
What? I have to go. My movie's literally going to start soon. What?
we have comments.
Can't respond to them today. Ooh.
Oh my God.
I'm going to New York tomorrow. Very excited.
Emily, I can't believe it. You're so right, though. Broad City is millennial. It's so. I'm sorry. You really gagged me with that one.
I'm going to New York tomorrow, so wish me luck. And next week I'll be back to tell you guys all about my trip.
Next week.
Well, it'll be late. Just like this episode, you guys. Sorry.
It's going to be late.
It's going to be late because I'm getting back
Okay, so it's going to be like midweek.
on it'll probably
Whenever
be
he
like
gets
Wednesday or
back.
Thursday.
Wednesday would be the best.
Probably Thursday it'll be out.
Okay, yes.
So look forward to that. And we love you guys for watching. Go see Inside Out too.
This has been for New York.
Young and pretty.
I'm riding the subway, riding with people.
Up in Harlem, down on Broadway, you're no check, but you're no native. Talking that sweet
Okay.
talk.
Bye.
Bye.